Alright guys, in this video we're going to be looking at numbering the parent chains and then naming the branches that come off of it. Now first off, I challenge you guys to come up with the root for this one on your own. It is another undecane, because the longest possible path is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 carbons in it. So, what I have done to make this a little easier, because these are all just a little bit convoluted, if you want, you can take a screenshot of this real quick, but I am about to get rid of this. So I'll give you a second or two to do that. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this and go to this one instead. Now, let's put that down. Here I have numbers 1, 2, and 6 from the previous panel. And what I have done is I have straightened out the branches, or not the branches, the parent chain, so that the parent is just one straight line and all of the branches are more clearly and easily identifiable. Now, to number, or rather, when we talk about numbering, we're talking about identifying the number for each carbon in the parent chain. This is important because when we name the branches, we have to identify what carbon of the parent chain each branch is attached to. So in order to do that, there are a couple of rules that you need to know. And these should be on the second handout or worksheet that you're getting on Classroom this week. Okay, first off, you always want the maximum possible number of branches, which we talked a little bit about last time. Second, when you number, you always want as many of your branches to be as small of a number as possible. So, if we take a look at number 1, we only have one branch. Now, that branch is closer to this end than it is to this end. So when we number this, we want to make sure that this carbon is as low a number as possible. But only this carbon or this carbon can be carbon 1. So we're going to make this carbon carbon 1 and work our way up, numbering. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So our branch is attached to carbon 4. Now, this brings in branch naming. So when we name branches, we use the same naming system that we did for the parent chain. So, this branch has only one carbon in it. So take a guess. What is the name of that branch going to be? If you guessed meth, you're right. METH is 1. So, this is a 1 carbon branch, so this is going to be a meth branch. Now, when we name a branch, we add YL to the end. So this is a methyl branch. If it has 2 carbons, I'll do this down here first. 1 would be methyl. 2 is ethyl. You never capitalize a branch, by the way. Ethyl. 3 is propyl. So you just take whatever the main part is and add YL to the end. And that's how you turn that numbering system into naming a branch. Now, The other part of a branch that we have to have, like I said, is the number to which it is attached. So, this methyl is attached to carbon 4, so this branch would be called a 4-methyl branch. Then the parent chain, is octane. So, number 1's full name, we need to organize this information in a specific way. First, we list the branches alphabetically. Since there's only one, that's not terribly difficult. Note that I've put a hyphen here. You always have a hyphen between a number and a letter. Right? And you always have a comma between two numbers, which we'll see that a little bit later. So 4-methyl goes at the beginning. And then we put our parent, since we've listed all of our branches already, which is octane. Now, there is no space between the L in methyl and the O in octane. So this would be 4-methyl octane. Now, you take a crack at number 2. I'll give you just a sec. You can pause it if you need to. Okay. And now I'm going to do this. Now this one is a little more complicated. Because we have 2 of these attached to the same carbon. Now the parent is still going to be this main stalk down the center. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons branching off. Now we can tell that all 4 of these are going to be methyls. But there's an interesting thing we see here, where this is actually a symmetrical compound. If we number from this end, then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have one branch on carbon 2, 2 branches on carbon 3, and 1 branch on carbon 4. Well, if we number it the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we still have the exact same distribution of branches. So in this case, it doesn't actually matter which end we start on for numbering. So I'm just going to pick this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this time, we have multiple methyl branches. Now it is possible to have hundreds of methyl branches attached to the single compound. So rather than listing all of them separately, we have a way of combining them to make it a little easier. So, on this one, what we do is we list all of the numbers for those methyl branches. So we have 1 on 2. We have 2 on 3, so we will list the 3 twice. And then we have another one on 4. Then a hyphen. Now, because we have multiple methyl branches, we have to put a prefix on our methyl. This is the same prefix that we use in normal covalent naming. So, we have 4. So what prefix is 4? Well, it's tetra. So this is 2, 3, 3, 4 tetramethyl. And then the parent is pentane. So our final name would be 2,3,4 tetramethylpentane. Except the pentane should, I guess I should put this here. And there you have it. I'm about to run out of time, so I'm going to stop this one here and finish in a later video.